Or I give you another word. Why do we believe in Qada and Qadar? Why do we believe in Qada and Qadar? Something no one knows. It's been recorded in the tablets. Lawh Mahfuz. Something that nobody can make us really understand except Allah. Even the Prophet ﷺ, when talk about Qada and Qadar, he remind his ummah not to go further than that. Now, why do we believe in Qada and Qadar? Hmm? Now, we have to believe in Qada and Qadar, even we don't understand. Even our knowledge is very limited. Why? And this is very important. As a Muslim, as a believer, you must know why you believe in all these things. It's because Allah said that there is Qadar and Qadar. There is Qada and Qadar. That's why if Allah don't say about Qadar, don't go and believe in it. There are many things that Allah don't want us to believe, but what we believe. Is Allah the Creator who have ordained it to happen, it will happen. I have no power to control whatever I want to control. Because Allah have written in Lawh Mahfuz, this is going to happen, it's going to happen. So anything good or bad, don't blame. It's Allah's Qadar. Understand? Good. I believe all sisters here can understand very easily. Group number 2. Anything I do, good or bad, don't connect that good and bad with Allah. It is me who decide to do it. I have the right to choose good or bad. So anything good is me who decided to do it. Anything bad, I am the one who choose to do the bad thing. So why must you relate it with God? It's me to be blamed. Understand? Good. And the third group, anything good is from Allah. Anything that is bad from me. Okay? And these are all Muslims. But believing in Qada and Qadar is divided to groups. Now, which group do all of us belong to? I repeat. Group A, if whatever I do, whatever happened to me, good or bad, don't blame me. It's Allah's ordained. It happened. I just follow. The second group said, anything good or bad, don't blame God. Don't relate my action with God, because I am the one who decide. The third group said, good from Allah, bad from us. Clear? Our mind is clear now. Let us zoom into which group do we belong to. A, how many believe in group A? Raise up your hand. How many of you believe in group A? Raise up your hand. Okay. How many who believe in group B? Raise your hand. How many believe in group 3? Raise your hand. Ya. Yang baik dari Allah, yang buruk dari kita. That is a third. So how many believe in the third group? No, how many believe in the third group first? I think the third one seems to be more rational to us. Yeah, rational, because good from Allah, bad from us. Yeah? That this is not the belief of the Ahli Sunnah wal Jama'ah. Now let me share with you again what went wrong. Group number one said, Allah, the most powerful, He decides for us. We were not given the choice. I had no control. I am powerless. So whenever I do good, bad, don't link it with me. Don't blame me. I want to steal, but if Allah said no, I cannot. But if Allah said you are going to steal, I will do that. Fair enough. I have no power. Allah said, kun fayakun, be and is be, khalas. I don't want to fall sick. But if Allah said you are going to fall sick, even you are taking all the vitamin, you are doing all the good exercise, you will fall sick. We don't want to go through any pains and suffering. You have physical pain where you got wounded, got cut, and all these things. You have mental pain. Do we have mental pain? There's a time of migraine. Too heavy. This pain is worse than the physical pain. Physical pain, you can see, you put some medication, you can feel it. This one, you just can't see it, and it's coming, and it's still coming. And it's getting heavier and heavier. Group number two, he said, it's me who decide. I want to eat, I refuse, I want to pray, or I do not want to pray. It's me who decide. Why do you blame God? I want to read the Quran, I don't want to read the Quran. Why you blame God? It's me. It makes sense? Yes. Qada and Qadr is very tricky. And that's why they are all Muslim. But the understanding differ because of that. And the third group, authority. Good from Allah. Bad from you. Good feeling. You always have good feeling with God. Why you relate the bad thing with God? Okay. Now let me make it clear. What went wrong with the first group? Please. Yeah. Do some exercise a bit. Why we don't choose the first group? Good. But somebody used akal and they gone astray. La din liman la aqla lahu. There's no religion if you don't have a sound mind. If you're a crazy person, you don't follow anything. Crazy people, you see them picking food from the rubbish. You pity them. You give them money. Go and buy food. They take the money and throw it in the rubbish. What are you going to do? You also let the money be there. Then you are just as crazy as him. You have seen that. Sometimes I saw some people go to the rubbish bin, picking food. I said, oh. I pull him aside then. Give him some money. Go and buy some food. He take the money and throw in the rubbish again. But because I saw it, so I went and picked it up again. So now I'm just like him. He picked food, I picked money. Now, why we said the first group, we don't choose the first group, and it's not correct. Why? Now, when you say something, you must have evidence, please. Normally, there's when the discussion, people like to give, this is how I feel. This is my opinion. Fair enough. Can. But with that, you cannot strengthen your answer because there's no evidence. It's just, I feel. Of course, Allah gives you the brain, the akal, the think. The first group actually is denying the right and the power that Allah have given you. He denied. As though as, I have no power. I'm a helpless person. I just follow command. What Allah ordained. Do you know what Allah have ordained for you? Do you know? You don't know. But Allah said in the Quran, قُلِ اللَّهُمَّ مَالِكَ الْمُلْقِ تُؤْتِ الْمُلْقَ مَنْ تَشَاءُ. Every power belongs to Him. He is the owner of the kingdom. He is the king. He is the most powerful. But He said, I also give you certain power. That's why you have the power to control, the power to rule, the power to manage things. You have that power. I have given you the power and empower you. But then I give you guidance to follow, but you don't follow. It's not that I don't give you the power to choose. You cannot just say, I don't have power at all. When you do something bad, you don't want to blame yourself. You say, God ordained already. It happened in the time of Omar. Omar is a man who are a leader who's very unique among all the Khalifa. He's a man when he walks, even Satan will run away. Yeah. The iman in Omar is like a burning iman. He don't compromise and tolerate with nonsense. One day, he caught a guy stealing. So according to the rule of Islam, those who steal confirm that you steal this thing, then they will chop off your hand. Why? Why must we cut their hand? To protect him from stealing again, and also to protect the right of other people. But people don't understand. Oh, this is cruel. No, they don't understand, and that's why at that time hardly anybody steal. Everybody feels safe. But when he caught that thief, and he wanted to do that after checking his background, that guy was very smart. He said, "Yeah, Amirul Mu'minin, you are going against Allah's Qadr. Allah who allowed me to steal. So you cannot blame me for stealing." Omar stopped and let him go. In law, it's like that. When you have a good argument and they don't have an answer, So they have to release you first. You play safe. Because when you take action, it's gone. Then he caught him again the second time. He got through already. So he said, I can steal more. Using the same argument. Then the second time, Omar said, last time, I caught you stealing and you give me a reason and Allah Qadr that your hand is not being cut off. And now, I'm going to cut your hand because Allah Qadr, now your hand is going to be cut off. From Qadr and Qadr. You know, when it happened, happened. In the time of Omar, when he's a caliph also, there is a plague, a kind of virus, disease, spreading in one valley. The people is waiting for him to come and visit his people. He was on his way. Now this kind of disease is very dangerous. Anybody who go in will be affected. Neither the one who is in can come out, neither the one that is out can go in. Quarantine. Now the one inside is telling Omar, you don't believe in Qadr? If Allah said you will be protected, nothing will harm you. It's another challenge. Omar don't have an answer at that point of time. The other companion came to Omar and said, the Prophet have reminded us that whoever is affected with that kind of virus or disease cannot come out. Neither the one from outside should go in. So you should not go in. It's not you are running from Qadr. You don't accept. You are moving from one Qadr to another Qadr. That Qadr over there is a bad one. When you are up outside, there is a good one. So I'm not denying Qadr, but I'm just moving from a bad one to a good one. Normal people like you and me will be caught and get confused because we don't have the information, the right understanding. مَا يُرِيدُ اللَّهُ بِهِ خَيْرًا يُفَقِّهُ فِي الدِّينِ. Prophet said, whoever Allah wants, wish, He will make you understand His deen. Understanding the deen actually is from Allah, is a gift. You can learn, you can read, but your understanding may differ from one another. Because we have feeling. Our feeling tends to play with the knowledge. That's why our Prophet is very different. وَمَا يَنْتِقُ عَنِ الْهَوَىٰ إِنْ هُوَ إِلَّا وَحْيٌ يُوحَىٰ. He will never say, he can feel, but he is not going to utter out except what is correct. That is the wahyu from Allah. And that's why the Prophet said, before you say anything, think. Silence is golden. Yeah. Man kana yu'min billahi yawm al-akhir fayaqul khairan aw liyasmut. Don't just say and then you regret. Example, you don't just say, I'm here to take care of everybody's religion. No. You don't come here and take care of everyone. You are responsible to take care of Allah's religion. Other one who want to believe in whatever, they will know how to take care about their religion. You don't say, I'm here to take care of the angel and the shaitan. You don't take care of them. They know how to take care of themselves. You just take care of the human being. Be just. Be fair, yes. You have the responsibility to look into the welfare of people under your care. Whether they are Muslim, non-Muslim, it is your responsibility if you are given that post. Example, in a time of Omar, Allah and the Prophet remind us the believer have to pay yearly tax, zakat. The non-believer, there's no zakat on them. But there is jizya they have to pay. Like what we call today income tax. Why? Because the government had to prepare a lot of facilities for the benefit of everybody. Then whoever live in that country and he have the mean, he have to pay. Those who don't have the mean, of course, they don't have to pay. Then the welfare department will look into it. The welfare department in the time of the Prophet, in the time of the Omar, is Baitul Mal. Baitul Mal. Not only for Muslims. Yeah. Islamically, Baitul Mal is to help the poor and the needy. So one day when Omar saw an elderly man begging, and he was not a believer. So he approached him. Why are you begging? Don't you have a job? But he's old. Don't you have a family to take care of you? He said, I have, but nobody want to take care of this old man. Now, he bring him to the Baitul Mal. Take care of this man. When he was healthy, he paid tax. When he worked, he have the mean, we tax him. And when he is old, you just let him and beg around? No. Time for us to take care of him. No. Baitul Mal, not necessary to be zakat money. Yeah, that's why Baitul Zakat, Baitul Mal. And just an example. Now, the second group. The second group is telling us that me who decide everything. In a way that he is like denying the power of Allah. Like Allah has no power upon him, he decide everything. That's why when we want to say, do anything, at the end of what we say, Insha'Allah. Remember? We say, I will do it for you. No, Insha'Allah. When you say, I will, that means you think that you are the one who make all the decisions by yourself without Allah's power at all. That means, like Allah have no control on me. Allah have. But Allah gives you also certain freedom to choose. Don't deny His power. The third group have very good feeling, good from Allah, bad from me. Okay? Why we say that? Are you saying that God have no power to do what is bad? Because one of the belief of Qada and Qadr is al-khair wa shar min Allah. Good and bad can come from Allah. For a healthy person and then who falls sick, is that good? Is that good? After you try to take care of yourself and you still fall, is that good? Nobody will say it's good. But there is a reason behind that we don't know. The Ahli Sunnah wal Jama'ah's believe. He believed good, bad, all is from Allah. He never denied. But when Allah qadar on something good, shukr. Something bad, sabar. He never said, oh, it's not from Allah. He still accept. Allah ordained that to happen. To make it easier, I have to find it's a name for that which has been decreed as a result of the action. Meaning, your action towards what is being ordained is Qadr. Understand that? Yeah. Yeah. Qada is the creation. Allah create this. Allah create this. This is Qada. Yeah. Qadr is a name for what which has been decreed as a result of the action. That means is the implementation. Whatever you're doing is the Qadr. Thing that you do, the implementation towards what is going to happen at the end, what is Qada. If Qada say is A, now to go to A, you have to move. That when you're moving towards A, your action is Qadar. Allah gives you the power to move, to say something. He gives you the power. So, if you want to do something, you want to say something, if you are very careful, you follow the guidance of Allah, then your ending is good. Like death is Qada. Qada, you cannot change. But how to die is Qadar. Okay? Death is been fixed, written in the tablets. Before our creation, Allah have fixed the day and where we are going to die. Okay? Fixed. Now, how are you going to die is Qadar. I may want to commit suicide. Yeah. I may drink poison, example. I purposely drive my car and go and hit a lorry. Do you think you can survive? But I want to test my Qadar. I want to test the power of Allah. If Allah say I will not die, I will not die. I try and see. Yeah. Okay? Meaning also, Qada is more specific than Qadr. Because Qada refers to the time when things are brought into existence. Okay? Qada is more specific than Qadar. Because Qada refers to the times when things are brought into existence. Allah Qada, you will be alive. Khalas. You are. Then Qadar means the implementation of that Qadar, the decree. The action towards what is being Qadar, yeah, is Qadar. Okay? Yeah, we are trying. We are trying, but still we will. But anything happen, like, that is why you see Allah Rabbul Alameen love us so much. He know our weaknesses. He keep on reminding us and guiding us how to have the right belief. Do we all have the feeling of love? Do we all have the feeling of love, sisters? We love food, of course. We love ourselves, of course. Yeah? That's why we use so many good things on our body. We love our body. We love our children. We love our partner, our husband, our wife. We love our parents. We love so many things. Is that okay? No, is that okay? Yes. You don't go and tell people, no. To be a good Muslim, you cannot love all these things. Hey. Allah said, زُيِّنَ لِلنَّاسِ حُبُّ الشَّهْوَةِ مِنَ النِّسَاءِ وَالْبَنِينَ. Until the end. I created you, mankind, and I decorate for you this world, that you may love all these things, all this decoration. That is your fitrah, nothing wrong. But the only thing Allah reminds us, He said, whoever loves his father, his family, his children, his spouses, his business, his household, ahabba ilallah, ahabba minallah wa rasul, wa jihad fi sabili. You love all these things, it's okay, but you love all these things more than loving Allah and the Prophet, and to strive in the way of Allah. That is the biggest mistake. That is the beginning of your suffering. Somebody that you love so much suddenly is no more there. Do you suffer? Of course. Depressed, lonely, don't want to eat, don't want to sleep, don't want anything, don't want to talk. When you isolate yourself, then you give the door of shaitan to come in. He's coming in now. Do you think God is there? Do you think God loves you? God loves you. Why must He take away the person that you love so much? And now He's coming in slowly. Slowly. From you praying, now you stop praying. Anything happen to a believer, to believe in Qada and Qadr, it's not our choice. The ending is not our choice. The beginning, we have a choice. The ending is up to Allah. That's why we always say, Inshallah. Inshallah. Can you come? Inshallah. Can you do this? Inshallah. You humble yourself. You need Allah's guidance to make sure what you do is good. Even something that you have done is wrong, it can be good too. For people who believe in Ahl Sunnah, they don't blame God. They say, oh, maybe Allah knows what is best for me. And that's why Allah said, وَأَسَىٰ أَن تُحِبُّ شَيْئًا وَهُوَ قُرْهٌ لَكُمْ وَأَسَىٰ أَن تَكْرُوا شَيْئًا وَهُوَ خَيْرٌ لَكُمْ. There are times you like something so much, and that thing is not good. We love sugar, what? We love sweet thing. Anybody love chocolate here? Oh, gosh. Do we all love durian? Yeah. No, some not. No problem. Is sweet thing very good for you? Good. It's good, give you energy. But over, if you don't control, don't choose what kind of sweetness. Go for honey. Honey is good. Shifa. We like to call people honey, but we don't take honey. That's why we sell honey here. Anything good, we promote. Example. Where were I just now? Yeah. Allah did say, there are sometimes you will love this, but that is not good for you. But something you hate, but it's good for you, but you don't know. Allah knows. And this is where the area that we have problem. But how can you know? There's something bad happened to you and still is good for you. How can you know? How can you know? Allahu Akbar. Every time when the Prophet saw somebody is tested with the test of Allah, calamities, suffering, pain, the Prophet always never fail to remind. Ittaqillah wasbir. Ittaqillah wasbir. Ittaqillah means have faith in Allah. Have faith in Allah. Trust Him. Meaning you must have rida now. It happened. If you still want to complain, there's no point for you to complain. Happened already. So have faith in Allah, and you will understand the wisdom behind that after you have patience. Wasbir, have patience. Sabar. Without sabar, you won't learn. Even attending classes, if you are not patient, you don't come consistently on and off, of course. You won't really can understand everything, because I always remind a lot of students of knowledge, you want to add more knowledge, welcome. You have the time, energy, but when you start a knowledge, a good place to learn, don't abandon them to go to another one. That means you are not increasing. You are not increasing. You are just jumping. And then you come back again, you jump again. The istiqamah, the continuity is not there. You can make sure that what you have, you do not abandon it. You have more time, you add, no problem. Then you say, I am adding. But by having, and then you just stop and then go to, that is not adding. That's not adding. You get yourself confused. You don't know what you want. And that's why I've seen a lot of people among seeker of knowledge. After some time, they go another round, they came back to the same thing. Only if they have patience to learn, understand, ask, confirm, and move on. Now this is like what the Prophet ﷺ said, every Monday, Thursday, Allah opened the gate of paradise and He is prepared to forgive everyone who asks for His forgiveness, as long as you do not commit shirk. And as long as you do not cut the ties of the family. If you do that, you create fitna among family members. Allah called the angels, stop. Don't answer the prayer. Don't give them anything until they find peace among themselves. You may disagree, no problem. But then you don't create hatred. And then you don't create fitna. Like I quote, we become husband and wife because we love each other in the beginning. If not, you cannot end as husband and wife. But then Allah tests everybody. Sometimes there are people who live as husband and wife without children. They are very happy. When the children come in, they start to have problems. They have more time. Children, now they are separated because of the children. You want to travel, you can't travel. Then the problems start. Sometimes. A test again. Sometimes you go through, alhamdulillah, everybody have a good understanding, know how to respect everybody's right, and how to comfort each other, alhamdulillah. But sometimes when people don't have the understanding, I want more kid. After 2 years, another one. After 2 years, another one. Now the one who is going to bear this is not you. It's me, my body. I don't have enough rest. Happen again. Is there another test? As grandparents, we love that. Oh, we love more cucu. more cucu, more flower in the garden, kan? Make us happy. But if your children are healthy, they are happy, alhamdulillah. Then sometimes something happens. Can you be separated? Can you end the relationship? Yes, Islam allows. But have a good ending. When the children come to you, give the best. When the children go to them, give the best. Everybody will have the best. No, man. Because of the ending, I am going after you. I cannot do anything now with you, but I'm going to use my children. Create hatred. There is one of the signs. You ask Allah forgiveness, Allah will not forgive you at that point of time. You ask Allah for this, Allah will block, because you create hatred among the family members. These are children belong to A and B. We adults accept Qadr. Happen. Qada. God. Move on. But sometimes there are people, they become better when they are not together. Have you experienced that? They become good friends. But when they are close, they just cannot. Just something is going to trigger, and then it's going to explode again. Anyhow, anything that we do good, of course, Allah wants us to do good. He encourages us to do. He reminds us to do good. And He keep on reminding us, seek guidance. That's why we ask Allah, Ihdina Siratal Mustaqim. And the guidance is being given. The only thing, you must have the knowledge. And that's all the book about believing in the 6th article of faith. Will remind us about taqwa. The second verses is about mankind. Please always strengthen your family ties. And the third ayat always remind us about always say what is right. Always say what is right, because through your saying, it helps you to do what is right. Yeah. First, have faith in Allah. Second, don't forget to have a good family ties. Yeah. But if you think by staying away is better, then stay away. It's nothing wrong. But don't create hatred. Don't create fitna. You do what is good for you. They do what is good for them. Peace. Understand that? Inshallah. But feeling is different. Sickness will come to you instantly. But cure take time. Why? There's a lot of blessing. We human, when we are healthy, we do not know how to rest. We keep on going until we drop. Then we realize, wow, I'm so tired already. Allah remind us that, even the Prophet said, Wali nafsika alayka haq. Remember, your body have right upon you. See, we are not balanced. We go all the way out. And at the end of the day, you see, they are not thankful to me. I sacrifice everything, but they are not thankful. Again, you got the mental problem again. After doing all the good things, you are in pain again. Neither people call you to do this, but you want to do more. It's good. But then, you know how to find peace. For Allah, anything you do for Allah, alhamdulillah. But if you are not doing for the sake of Allah, whatever you sacrifice, it will end with pain and suffering. That's why Allah said, Qul inna salati wa nusuki wa mahyaya wa mamati lillahi rabbil alamin. Wa nusuki is your sacrifice. We have sacrificed a lot as a mother, as a wife, we have sacrificed a lot. As a father, we have sacrificed a lot. As a husband, please always look into two things that was reminded by all the scholars of Quran and Sunnah. If you look at the preface, after amma ba'du fa inna khairul hadith kitab Allah, the best speech is Allah's word, the best guidance is from the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Then you have A and B, tasfiyah and tarbiyah. Yeah? Always remember. Tasfiyah here means to have a clean, clear, pure understanding about Islam. Right understanding. Because our belief is very corrupted today. And correct belief. Pure belief. And how to have the right tasfiyah, have the right belief, you must only believe what Allah wants you to believe. And Allah command you to follow His Prophet, so you believe the way the Prophet have taught us how to believe. That's all. That's all. Anything to do unseen, you cannot go deeper more than what Allah has said. If Allah stop there, you stop there. Not said Allah do not want you to know, but Allah have His own wisdom that you don't have. Hikmah. Human, if they are overconfident, they cause a lot of self-destruction. Overconfident, self-destruction. And you become judgmental. Everything will come in because Allah created us. He knows. Allah knows who to test more. And the Prophet said, no one been tested by Allah more than the prophets. Don't ever compare your pain, your suffering is more than Prophet. No, don't ever do that. We are just talking about ourselves, our family. Even that we feel. We fail even to educate our families sometimes. We fail to call them and share with them all the knowledge that we learn and make them understand this is what mother wants. If something happened to me, I want all the children to remember this is what I want you to do. We fail to even do that. If something happened to us today, we don't know our ending. But Prophet have to look into the affairs of the nation, the ummah. He have huge responsibility. He hardly sleep like us. And he wake up midnight, early in the morning to do tahajjud. And you know his time, everybody go against him. And he had to face all the pressure. Alhamdulillah, Allah support him with the wife and good companions. He had to start from zero. We mashallah, all what they call them? There's a word we call spoon feed. Everything ready. Even that we complain. So don't compare. Tasfiyah means have the right belief. How to have the right belief? Have the right knowledge. And what is the right knowledge? Qala Allah wa qala Rasulullah. Khalas. We are what Allah said and what the Prophet is a pure knowledge. But until today, you will see that those who have been learning on and off, they were still confused. They asked this, they asked that. Why they are confused? But the scholar said, but you're confused. If Allah said this, the Prophet said, stop there. That's all. You move on. But you want to entertain. And somebody said, if somebody say, here say, let them say. You want to hear, you hear. Don't accept it. Here, let it come in and go out. I only accept what Allah said, what the Prophet said. Khalas. Straight. Ihdina siratal mustaqim. And that's why Allah said, وَمَا كَانَ لِمُؤْمِنٍ وَلَا مُؤْمِنَةٍ إِذَا قَضَى اللَّهُ وَرَسُولُهُ أَمْرًا أَنْ يَكُونَ لَهُمْ خِيَارَةٌ مِنْ أَمْرِهِ. A believing male and female, when Allah and the Prophet decide something, they just accept. Sami'na wa ta'na. They won't entertain other opinion anymore. Why you entertain? Because why? Your desire are not happy with the truth. You want to find some opinion to back up how you feel. Yeah, I think I agree with that. So you agreed with people, not you agreed with what Allah and the Prophet say. If that's what you want. Now, you can read the other thing. We have the understanding about Qada and Qadr. Why we believe, if you go to chapter 1, page 1, I just give some warming up, because there's so many beautiful reminder from Allah Rabbul Alameen. وَالَّذِي بَعَثَ فِي أُمِّيِّينَ رَسُولًا مِّنْهُمْ يَتْلُو عَلَيْهِمْ آيَاتِهِ وَيُزَكِّيهِمْ وَيُعَلِّمُهُمُ الْكِتَابَ وَالْحِكْمَةَ وَإِنْ كَانُوا مِنْ قَبْلُ لَفِي ضَلَالٍ مُبِينٍ in Surah Jumu'ah. Now Allah is telling us His Qada and the Qadr of Allah. He sent among us a prophet, a messenger, unlettered. We understand what is unlettered. Sometimes people say, "Oh yeah, who are you to tell me, man? You know I'm a PhD holder." But PhD for the Malay is penyakit hasad dengki. Okay. Not necessary to be good. Maybe to other people, PhD is something heavy, something very good, very intelligent person. But you see, a lot of people who I knew, when they are not that level, right then, I don't think you all know more than me. I think my knowledge is higher than you. See, now he is comparing because of the title. Who gave us this title? Human. Do you think the title given you free? Through this education, they brainwash you. They are moving you to their side. You should think like them. But Allah show us, don't look down upon those unlettered people. They can be better than you. I think our parents, most of them, but all the sisters here, alhamdulillah, they're lettered one. Our grandparents, most of them unlettered. But they are very, very wise women. Unlettered. Why? So that people cannot say, "Oh, Muhammad, you are a smart person, intelligent, so you can twist and turn, mix here and then." Oh, I say it's new one. No. You know I'm unlettered. You call me to read, I can't read. You call me to write, I can't write. And that's why the Prophet always used what? His ring. His ring for what? Khatam, seal, khalas. And sometimes people are not happy with Muhammad Rasulullah. They accept Muhammad Rasulullah the one. If you need to erase, show me which area that you don't know, I erase. Yeah, just to make peace. Now what do he send to his messenger? He sent the messenger to bring his wahyu, so that he will recite to them his ayat. And that's why anything we want to say about Islam, you must have the ayat to confirm. Because Allah don't follow you and me. We cannot make Islam that is your religion. You have the right to make anything and say no. It's Allah's religion. It's like you come to a company, the company have rule and right, just follow. You don't come and make your own rule. No. Just do it. And what this ayat can do to us, to purifying them, tasfiyah. When you follow the truth, the Quran, the wahyu, not opinion, nafs, no. Then, because the knowledge is pure, it purifies you. Yeah. And teaching them the book, this book, Quran, and hikmah. What is hikmah? What is hikmah? Wisdom. What is wisdom? Hikmah. Wisdom is from Prophet Muhammad. Allah have given him all the wisdom. And that's why he can present Islam in a beautiful way, with love, understanding, patient, not judgmental. And he has all the mercy that Allah has given. Allah said in the Quran, فَبِمَ رَحْمَةٍ مِّنَ اللَّهِ لِنْتَ لَهُمْ. Allah had given the Prophet a beautiful heart, who have mercy towards people, who have kindness, passion. People wrong him, he still move, talk to them. Allahu Akbar. Of course, none of us can be like him 100%. But just try to do what you can do first. The best thing that we can do, brothers and sisters, is what? If you are frustrated, you can't do. You are angry, what should you do? Sabar, Allah. Just sabar. Control yourself. But sabar, don't just, I don't want to do it, I don't want to. Sabar. Saudara. Maybe Allah knows what's best. I have to do what I have to do. That is very important. Yeah. Knowledge is not just to have many classes, 1, 2 per week. You can reflect, really understand. Allahu Akbar. It gives you a lot of peace. Yeah. Wisdom actually is a sunnah of the Prophet Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam. He is the best guidance. Okay. And then Allah said, وَإِن كَانُوا مِنْ قَبْلُ لَفِي ضَلَالٍ مُبِينٍ. Although they were before in clear deviation, we don't follow the Quran and Sunnah. Of course, you cannot say you are right. When you don't follow the Quran and Sunnah, you cannot say you are right. And that's why Allah said, وَمَنْ يَعْصِ اللَّهَ وَرَسُولَهُ فَقَدْ ضَلَّ ضَلَالًا مُبِينًا. In Surah Al-Ahzab, whoever don't choose to follow Allah's way and the Prophet's way, then Allah confirm he have deviated. Call us. You cannot say, I'm still okay, I know what I'm doing. No, you don't know. You don't know what is right and wrong. Right and wrong, Allah who decide. Halal and haram, Allah who decide, not you, not me. If Allah said haram, even how beautiful you decorate this animal, you wash him, you clean him, you beautify him, you put a ribbon on him, dress him up, still haram. Only beautiful to you. Sometimes people decorate haram thing to make you so beautiful, so attractive. We also cannot resist. We also want to hold something. But haram is haram. Okay. I recite in other books, because I have to collect all the different books to find out the best way to present this matter, so that easy for all of us to understand. That's why sometimes what I'm quoting is not in the book. You are looking, where is it start coming in? Because I'm trying to find a better way to make it easier. Allah in the Quran, verses 12, chapter 41. فَقَضَاهُنَّ سَبْعَ سَمَوَاتٍ فِي يَوْمَيْنِ. Then He, Allah, completed and finished from their creation. Creation, that's why you said Qada is the creation. The 7 heavens in 2 days. Why He chose 2 days? Is His right. When come to Allah, don't question Him. You just have to ask, what is my duty towards Allah? What Allah want me to do? Just try your best to do. At the end of the day, Allah will give you the understanding. That's how He moves. Yeah? Remember, Allah also said in chapter 19, verses 21, وَكَانَ أَمْرًا مَقْدِيًّا. And it is a matter already decreed by Allah. And Allah confirmed again in chapter 19, verses 71, كَانَ عَلَى رَبِّكَ حَتْمًا مَقْدِيًّا. This is with your Lord a decree which must be accomplished. Allah accomplished whatever He decreed. Quran chapter 2 verse 117, there's an ayah, وَإِذَا قَضَى أَمْرًا فَإِنَّمَا يَقُولُ لَهُ كُنْ فَيَكُونُ. And remember, Allah also reminds us in chapter 59 verses 22, هو الله الذي لا إله إلا هو. Quran 59 verses 22. هو الله الذي لا إله إلا هو عالم الغيب والشهادة. He is Allah beside whom La ilaha, none has the right to be worshipped but He alone. All knower of the unseen and the seen. Everything is in the knowledge of Allah. Chapter 65 verse 12, Allah said, chapter 65 verses 12, أن الله على كل شيء قدير وأن الله قد أحاط بكل شيء علما. That you may know that Allah has the power over all things and that Allah surrounds all things in His knowledge. This is very important. You don't say Allah everywhere, but the knowledge of Allah, the seeing of Allah, the hearing of Allah, cover all angles. From all points you cannot escape. But Allah have His own place. But His knowledge covers everywhere. Nobody can escape. Even what is in our heart, Allah have all the knowledge. What is in our brain is in the knowledge of Allah. What you want to say, Allah knows. That's why Allah sent the Prophet remind us, say what is right. Say what is right. If you know what you say is always right, Allah don't have to tell you say what is right. Just say. But He wants you to say what is right. Because when you want to say something, you want something good to happen. You want that person to listen to you, to accept your advice. Yeah? But if you don't do it properly, even when you talk to your children with good intention, children don't respond. They rebel. Is because you never choose the best word. You're not careful. Choice of word. Allah Akbar. That's why the Prophet said, say what is right with the right word, right approach, or silence. That's why Ali said, every word there's a place, every place there is a word to use. No. The women today, sometimes they want to fight for their right. They thought their right is not being given enough. Woman's right, woman's right. They want equal right. Why must you have equal right? You have better than equal. Allah have given you better than equal, and you want to fight for equal. You are downgrading yourself. You know that the power that Allah give you, the blessing that even the Prophet when asked, who should I obey by a man? He never said, Papa, Mama, Mommy, Ummi. Allah have given you, Islam have given you and upgrade you to a higher level. But now you want equal. I don't know why. Yeah. That's why the men don't want to fight. Because you are downgraded yourself. Why must I fight? You were put so high and now you're downgrading. They just quiet. Listen, wait. And then when equal, okay, now we buy our own food. You pay your own bill, I pay my own, to be equal. No, now you are better than that. You go shopping, your husband spend. You pick up things. You are better than that one. Alhamdulillah. Now, then Allah remind us, look at the guidance of Islam. And all these have link with Qada and Qadr. Yeah. They don't go in one point and then they cut off everything. Everything we do in life is Qadr. It's Qada and Qadar. Yeah. Then people may say, if you believe in Qadar, if we are going to hell, why must we do good thing today? At the end we are going to hell. The problem, do you know you are going to hell? No one knows. Then why must you think that you're going to hell? Why not you think you're going to Jannah? Why can't you think that? Think positive. Allah said to us in Hadith Qudsi, Ana inda zanni abdi. I will go according to how my servant think about me, feel about me. Look at what Allah said in Surah Ma'idah verses 2. وَتَعَاوَنُوا عَلَى الْبِرِّ وَالتَّقْوَى وَلَا تَعَاوَنُوا عَلَى الْإِثْمِ وَالْعُدْوَانِ. This is the command. You cannot, Qada is scholars. And back to the book. This is preface, 17 or 14. Not to chapter 1 yet. I think it's only fair for me to go through all this. Now Allah knows that we human love to be very active. We love to be active. We like to do things. Then Allah said, help one another in righteousness. What is right? Now we have been very careful in that. Anything that is good, we want to help. Yeah? We participate, but remember, everything that good should have a good ending. The good ending should taqwa. Now we don't have that understanding. This is good, this is good. But where are you heading? Are you bringing people closer to Allah, or you are ending, I don't care, that is between he and God? No. You are very irresponsible. Who gives you all the risky that you can do so many good? Is Allah. So when you help a person, you do not just help him to survive, help him to get closer to Allah. Living is giving. You give and then help them to live, not here until they hereafter. But we forgot, we overlook all these things. That's not my duty. That is part of the duty of every Muslim, to save others from darkness to light, from kufr to iman. We don't have that plan. So that's why we have to do things properly. Yeah. Because birr is not enough. What taqwa? You don't help them to do good thing, and then they use the good thing to disobey Allah and commit shirk. That you are supporting the shirk they are doing now. وَلَا تَعَاوَنُوا عَلَى الْإِثْمِ وَالْعُدْوَانِ. Allah know. Allah know that we don't like to create hatred among us. We don't like to create enemies. Do you want to create enemy? No. We have our number one enemy, Shaitan. Enough. That enemy tak boleh lawan lagi. We just fail to fight against him. So you want to create more enemy? No. Now, to make sure that you minimize enemies, you must not participate and support anything that will bring you to sin. Ism. Anything that's wrong. Don't participate. Excuse yourself with your wisdom. I can't be there. Just excuse yourself. It's okay. I know you are a good person, but you are not. You don't have to do that. You can join us. Okay. I better stay away. You know why you have to stay away? Because if Allah's bala comes, you are there, He wipe you together. You just have to stay away. We have so many things to do for our iman, for the benefit of the people. Anything that do not bring benefit, don't waste your time. Don't waste your time. Time is amana. Allah create time. Time is part of Qada and Qadr. You live with the time, you die with the time. You want to do good? Good. But remember, goodness, birr, according to Allah, and with taqwa. From them don't know who is Allah, now they know who is Allah. From not being a good Muslim, now they become better Muslim. Because you are kind, you help them, and you help them get closer to Allah. You don't know the way how to do it. That's why we need the Jama'ah. We are here. Anybody can just call in and see we are around. You can come in. Bring your friend. You don't know how to start. You bring them because you are helping them. I think they will follow you for a while. And then let us do the talking. Do that. That's how you move forward. But is that easy? No, is that easy? Normally we say, susah, degil, they don't want to change. You are talking on their behalf. Do what you can. You can't bring them. Is that easy to bring them to have breakfast, lunch, tea? Is that easy? Easy. You see, all these are very easy, and so organize that. And then we get together. While having tea, we talk. Tea time. Talk about tea saja. It ends with taqwa. The taqwa tea. Can be. It's how you approach. You must have that consciousness. This is what I'm going to do. I know my fellow friend, they are good friends, but they are good, but they don't do all the what Allah wants them to do. They are so liberal, so secular, and you have so many people asking me. And we know that people question what is about. We have a friend, but he's a Shia Muslim. There is no Shia kubur, there's no liberal cemetery, there's no secular, there's only Muslim cemetery. So, if you're Muslim, habislah cukup. Don't plus another label. Say, I'm a Muslim. That's what Allah said. وَقَالَ إِنَّنِي مِنَ الْمُسْلِمِينَ. Why you go and confuse yourself? No, I'm a Muslim, but I'm a liberal one. I'm a Muslim, but I am a Qadiani one. I'm a Muslim, but I'm a Baha'i Muslim. No. Only one. See, it's so simple. Ihdina siratal mustaqim. We make it difficult. We don't know what we are talking, what we want. We just follow the trend. We want trendy name, trendy words. Wow, maybe there come another wording in the future, 20 years to come. We name ourselves with that again. May Allah protect all of us from all this fitna. Lastly, before we move, just today, Allah Rabbul Alameen remind us also in the Quran how to have the correct belief and practices in the Arkanul Iman and in Islam. Number one, in Surah Tawbah, verse 100, I always quote this ayah. وَالسَّابِقُونَ الْأَوَّلُونَ مِنَ الْمُحَاجِرِينَ وَالْأَنصَارِ وَالَّذِينَ اتَّبَعُوهُمْ بِإِحْسَانٍ رَضِيَ اللَّهُ عَنْهُمْ وَرَضُوا عَنْهُ وَعَدَّ لَهُمْ جَنَّاتٍ تَجْرِي تَحْتَهَا الْأَنْهَارُ خَالِدِينَ فِيهَا أَبَدًا ذَلِكَ الْفَوْزُ الْعَظِيمُ. Allah end with this is a supreme success, sure to success. That means our ending sure to be good. The first to embrace Islam are the people of Muhajirin of Mecca. Abu Bakr, Omar, Osman, Ali, they are the first who are from Mecca. Follow with the second group, the people of Medina, Al-Ansar. And that's why these two cities is considered sacred. These two group of people is mentioned in the Quran as the best generation. But Allah is so kind and loving and fair to all of us. We don't live in that country. We don't live at that time. But He continues saying, وَالَّذِي نَتَّبَعُوهُمْ, and also those who follow them in the best way. You cannot be like them. No one can be like them. Don't ever compare, I'm better than Abu Bakr, I'm better. Don't ever think of that. You can't. Even Omar and Abu Bakr, Omar said, I cannot compete with Abu Bakr. You can't. So don't try to compare. And the worst thing, you have Muslims today who don't compare. They hate them. They curse them. They said Abu Bakr Jahannam. When the Prophet said Abu Bakr Jannah, they said Jahannam. How can you follow these people? How can you say, you okay? Is he okay? He cannot be okay. Anybody criticize the companion, the Caliph, where the Prophet promised they are people of Jannah and they say they are hell. What is this? You cannot call yourself a Muslim if you say something against what Allah and the Prophet say. Cannot. But you say, I'm a Muslim. What Muslim is that? A Muslim will not say this. Allah talk about these people and you say they are hell. You curse them. Astaghfirullah. And those who follow them in the best way, you cannot be like them. You can try your best. When Allah wants people to sacrifice, and the Prophet conveyed this ayat, the first to respond, Abu Bakr. He went home, he get everything out and presented the Prophet. What have you left behind for you and your family, your children? Only Allah and Rasul. Omar have get 3/4 out already. He said, I think this time I will beat him. And when Omar was asked, I left some for my family. It's also okay, it's not wrong. The Prophet don't need so much sometimes, but Abu Bakr just give. He know everything's from Allah, I give back to him when Allah want me to do. And I still have Allah. That's more important. Khadija, you know the lady, the first lady, the Israeli first lady. Allahu Akbar. Anything when the Prophet want, he was the richest, noble woman. 3/4 the land of Mecca belonged to her. At that time. Everything for Allah. And never he remind the husband, remember, don't be funny with me. You are nobody, if I'm not here. No. Khalas. You are the messenger of Allah. What you want, I give. Allah. How can we compare the iman? So try your best to follow them. Allah is pleased with them, and they with him. They please Allah. Now Allah is telling her, these kind of people, Allah is very pleased with them. And you come, a group of Muslims, say, Jahannam, Munafiq, Fasik, Astaghfirullah. You only say Ali is the best. No. We say Abu Bakr best, Omar best, Osman best, Ali best, Fatima best. We said everybody that is best when Allah and the Prophet said they are best. You don't say Abu Jahal best. No, because Abu Jahal said no, not good. Abu Lahab, no. Pharaoh, no. Because Allah said no, we said no. And Allah tell her, Allah prepare for them garden beneath which rivers flow, Jannah. And they will be there forever. And we said they go to hell. Can you imagine? You dare to say something against Allah's word, and we still say, you are good, you're my friend. You are cursing my people. You are cursing the companions. Some say even Muhammad is wrong. Ali should be the prophet. Where are you going to stand? If they have that stand, don't you have your stand? You must have your stand. Finish, senang. In or out. Again, Allah tells us, Allahu Akbar. فَإِنْ آمَنُوا بِمِثْلِ مَا آمَنْتُمْ بِهِ فَقَدْ اهْتَدَوْا. You want to make sure that your belief is correct, is perfect, is right. Who can make sure that your belief is right? Not you who can, I have the right belief. You cannot just say that. Allah said, if they believe as you believe, they are indeed truly guided. So if you want to know whether your iman is correct of Qada and Qadr, or believe in Allah, the Prophet, and all the angels, you must look into how they believe. Who believe? The Prophet and the Muhajirin and Ansar. When they were asked at that time, where is Allah? Everybody is so easy to respond. Allah of His Sama. He's up on His throne. Khalas. Today you ask the Muslim, where is Allah? They have a lot of headache to tell you something. Some to the extent to play safe, I don't know. And some will tell you, Allah is everywhere and inside everybody. Who say that? Muslim today. Like you, like me? No. PhD holder. Now, when they are so confused about the first belief in Allah, how can you learn from them? How can you learn from that? But don't try to challenge them. I'm a PhD, Oxford, Cambridge. Who make them understand? The disbeliever make them understand that way. وَمَنْ يُشَاقِقِ الرَّسُولِ مِنْ بَعْدِ مَا تَبَيَّنَ لَهُ الْهُدَى وَيَتَّبِعْ غَيْرَ سَبِيلِ الْمُؤْمِنِينَ نُوَلِّيهِ مَا تَوَلَّى وَنُصْلِيهِ جَهَنَّمَ وَسَاءَتْ مَصِيرًا. Don't say that Allah never inform us, remind us about what is going to happen to all of us. Whoever opposes the messenger, go against the teaching of our prophet, the saying of our prophet. After guidance has become clear to him, you know, the hadith is there, people quote the hadith, show you the hadith, read the hadith, and follow other than the way of the believer. You still want to follow, please this, please that, and displease Allah and the Prophet and the believers. We will give him what he has chosen. Part of Qada and Qadr. I show you the way. You choose other way. I give you the freedom to move. But I am telling you your ending already. So don't blame me. You want that way? وَحَدَيْنَهُ النَّجْدَيْنِ. I show you. That's why you remember when Allah called us to ask guidance, and then we ask Allah for guidance, and then Allah revealed another ayah. وَأَنَا هَذَا الصِّرَاطِ مُسْتَقِيمٌ فَاتَّبِعُوهُ وَلَا تَتَّبِعُوا. This is my way, follow my way, and don't follow other ways. Don't follow other ways. And then the Prophet draw the line, just to make people understand. This is the way, the straight path. And then he drew few lines on the right and left, and this is the other ways. Still way. This is highway, this is what way? My way. One is highway, one is my way. You have a choice to choose your way, this way, that way, anyway. And then at the end, Allah is telling us, at the end, if you choose that way, He will give you what you choose. At the end of the day, and admit him into hell. There is what ready for you. That way, the ending is this. So you choose. And then Allah said, وَسَاءَتْ مَصِيرًا. How an evil destination. You can see some people don't see the way, until now. Until now, we have been asking Allah, ihdinas, ihdinas, every day. But why? When come to implementation, we are going other ways again. And then we come and pray, ihdinas siratul mustaqim, Allahu Akbar. And then after that, other ways. What is happening? Are we very confused? Are we confused, sister? Yes. Next time you see these people and they still tell you like this, you say, I'm confused lah. I don't know what we are asking. You ask Allah's way, Allah said His way. Allah said, don't follow other way. You go for other way again. Now I'm very confused. The problem, you know what? We who learn never express ourselves. They express themselves freely. Oh, that this. We never express. I'm very confused. Have we been asking Allah for guidance? Yes. Have Allah guided? Yes. And why we still follow other ways? Just make them think. I feel very sad because the wrong people is talking so freely. And the media is coming in to cover them, promote them. And we, when we are with them, sometimes we also don't know how to express ourselves. They can express with full of confidence and believe that what they feel is correct, even is against Islam. And we dengan frustrated. Sometimes we don't even show our face. Not that I don't like you. Your word is very, very wrong. It's time for us to express ourselves. Good people say nothing, allow bad people to say everything they want. And this is what happened today. We cannot keep quiet. Say what you have to say, but with the best word, the best approach. Yeah. Counter, sister say counter. Bad with good, negative with positive. That's how we move forward, brothers and sisters. Today, the opening of this book, Muqaddimah, just try to make us have the right understanding about the word Qada and Qadr. If there's any question, we open for Q&A. Further. Now you know, I remind all of you again, first group belong to Jabariya, Muslim, who have the understanding everything I do have nothing to do with me. Allah ordained. Don't blame me. Second group, Qadariya. Everything I do, don't blame God. It's me who decide. Nothing to do with Allah. The third one, Mu'tazila. Good from Allah, bad from me. At one point, it makes sense. Yeah, because Allah does not call us to do bad. But Allah still have the power to move us towards that. We don't want to eat haram thing, true or not? All of us are very careful when food is concerned, true or not? Sometimes we overlook. We buy some biscuits and then we later on we find Allah. When we are reading in the first round, we don't see that. So we say Bismillah. After that, maybe some friend tell, hey, you eat that? Ah? Oh yes, okay what? No. You see this? Then we look again. Allah nampak. What are we going to say? Warm it out. Allah wants us to taste that. It's not good, but it's not something you intend to do. But Allah make it happen. Allah make it happen. And there's a wisdom, so that you are more careful. Yeah, in the next round. And then you learn. That's how you learn. You learn through all this trial. How you learn? How you learn? Sabar, sabar. When you have sabar. That's why you don't ask for a quick answer sometimes. Something happened, you don't know, people cannot explain to you, just sabar. Have faith in Allah, move on. You will see, Allah will guide us. Because we are asking Him for guidance, and He loves us to ask Him for guidance. Naam. Sisters, any question? Alhamdulillah. Brothers, any question? There's a good sign for Qada and Qadr. Please send my salam to the family members. Try to share this good info with your children. They may get confused, of course, you know. But then, if you feel that they're confused, you can bring them so that they also participate, they hear, and they may know how to ask. We think that we are very, because we have learned, so we know whether we should ask or not. But they are new, they may want to ask more. It's good, because you don't blame people when people are confused because they don't understand and because they don't have the opportunity to ask. Normally people don't like you to ask a lot. Why? Maybe we are scared because we don't have the answer. They are shy because they are worried that we will scold them. You see, you ask, that means your iman is very weak now. I'm asking something and you say my iman is weak. I better don't ask. Yeah. May Allah bless us. Subhanakallahumma bihamdika. Ashhadu an la ilaha illa anta. Astaghfiruka wa atubu ilayk. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.